I am Dr. Sigarkanti. In this video, we find the volume by using triple integrals. Okay, triple integrals. If R is the region bounded by some surface, then the volume is given by triple integral over that region dx, dy, dz. So using this formula, we find the volume. Okay. First example, we find the volume of the sphere of radius a. So this is the equation x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square is the equation of the sphere whose center is at the origin and radius equal to a. So we can use this formula. So we can take the limits of x, limits of y, limits of z. So here if I take the strip along z axis on that sphere, then z ranges from minus root of a square minus x square minus y square to plus root of a square minus x square minus y square. And on the xy plane, coming to xy plane, we have the equation of that equation is the circle x square plus y square equal to a square. From that we can write y equal to minus of root of a square minus x square to plus root of a square minus x square. And finally x ranges from minus a to plus a. But here what I do is I'll change into spherical coordinates. That is here by substituting x is equal to we have the spherical coordinates like this. See, this is the point. In Cartesian coordinates we represent a point by x comma y comma z. This can be represented by using this r, theta and pi, where here r is if I take join O to this point P, I will denote this by r. This is the radius vector, and this makes an angle theta with the positive direction of z axis. Okay, and if I draw a perpendicular from P onto xy plane, this is the foot of the perpendicular. I'll join this O to this foot of the perpendicular, and this is the right angled triangle. Okay, this is the right angled triangle perpendicular to xy plane. Here this is equal to theta. This angle is equal to theta. Therefore, this angle is equal to 90 minus theta. And in this triangle, this angle is equal to 90 degree. This is hypotenuse side. This is the angle 90 minus theta. This is opposite to 90 minus theta. This is adjacent to 90 minus theta. Opposite is given by r sine of this angle. That is r sine of 90 minus theta means r cos theta. So this length is equal to r cos theta. This is nothing but our z. So that is z equal to r cos theta. And here this is the line. This side is adjacent to 90 minus theta. Therefore, this length is given by r into cos of 90 minus theta. That is r into cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. So that is here O to this foot of the perpendicular value is equal to r sin theta. And then let the angle between the x-axis and this line is equal to say pi. Then this is a right angled triangle where this angle is equal to 90 degree. This is equal to pi. This is opposite to pi. This is adjacent to pi. Opposite to pi is given by hypotenuse into sine. Hypotenuse into sine pi. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse sin theta. Hypotenuse into sine of the angle sin pi. And this is our x is equal to adjacent side here. Adjacent side is given by hypotenuse into cos of this angle. Hypotenuse is r sin theta into cos of the angle, cos of pi. Okay. So that is x equal to r sin theta cos pi, y equal to r sin theta sin pi, and z equal to r cos theta. This point can be represented by the spherical coordinates. And here r ranges from 0 to, in this case we have taken the sphere, r ranges from 0 to a, Theta ranges from 0 to pi, and this pi ranges from 0 to 2 pi. These are the limits of r, theta and pi. And we have in triple integral we have to replace dx, dy, dz by r square sin theta into dr, d theta, d pi. Okay. Then if I convert into polar coordinates, I have to write volume equal to triple integral dx, dy, dz. This can be written as r square sin theta into dr, d theta, d pi. So that is r ranges from 0 to a, r square dr. Theta ranges from 0 to pi, sin theta, d theta. Pi ranges from 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, d pi. And these are the independent limits, therefore we can write like this. Nothing is neither theta nor pi are depending on, nor this r depending on one another. These are independent, therefore we can take the integration and we can take the multiplication. So here first, r square integration is r cube by 3 between 0 and a. Sin theta integration is minus cos theta between 0 and pi. D pi integration is pi between 0 and 2 pi. Substituting the limits. Here upper limit a cube by 3 minus 0, that is a cube by 3. Here if I put upper limit here, pi cos pi value is minus 1. Minus into minus is plus 1. Minus of minus is plus cos 0 equal to 1. So that is I am getting here 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2 into substituting the limits for pi, 2 pi minus 0. This is equal to 2 pi. So finally I am getting 2 into 2, 4 by 3 pi a cube. So this is the volume of the sphere of radius a. Next example. Find the volume of the cylinder x square plus y square equal to 4 between z equal to 0 and z equal to 3. So in this case we change the two cylindrical coordinates. In cylindrical coordinates we put x equal to r cos pi, y equal to r sin pi and z equal to z itself. And we have to change in triple integral, we have to change dx, dy, dz by r into dr, d pi, dz. So the integration is, and here pi ranges from 0 to 2 pi. R ranges from 0 to the radius. Radius in this case it is equal to, radius in this case it is equal to 2. Okay. X square plus y square equal to 4 means radius is equal to 2. R ranges from 0 to 2. Z ranges from 0 to 3. Okay. Theta pi ranges from 0 to 2 pi. So this is the cylinder. Z ranges from 0 to 3. Okay, 0 to 3. And R ranges from 0 to 2. Pi ranges from 0 to 2 pi. Triple integral dx dy dz equal to triple integral. We have to replace this dx dy dz by r into dr d pi dz. Substituting the limits here. R dr d pi dz. R ranges from 0 to 2. Pi ranges from 0 to 2 pi. Z ranges from 0 to 3. Integrating this is r square by 2 between 0 and 2. This is pi between 0 and 2 pi. This is z between 0 and 3. So this is equal to r square, 2 square, 4 by 2 is 2. 2 minus 0 is 2 into here 2 pi minus 0 is 2 pi. Here 3 minus 0, this is equal to 3. That is 2 into 2, 4 into 3 is 12 pi. 12 pi is the volume. Next another example. Find the volume of the tetrahedron bounded by the planes x equal to 0, y equal to 0, z equal to 0 and x plus y plus z equal to 1. These are the four planes. This is yz plane, this is xz plane, this is xy plane and this is another plane. This is the plane which makes x-intercept equal to 1, y-intercept equal to 1 and z-intercept is equal to 1. Now the here this is the figure. I have taken I have taken this as y-axis, this as x-axis, and this as z-axis. Here I will take the first strip along y-axis. Here on this xz plane, y value equal to 0. This is the bottom of the tip, and this is the top of the strip here. Here x plus y plus z equal to 1. Therefore, we write y equal to 1 minus x minus z. So y ranges from 0 to 1 minus x minus z. Coming to this xz plane, y equal to 0. If y equal to 0, then equation of this line becomes x plus z equal to 1. I will take a strip along z axis. Here on this x axis, z value equal to 0. At the top here, we have x plus z equal to 1, or we write z equal to 1 minus x. That means z ranges from 0 to 1 minus x. Then what about x? X ranges from this point to this point. So x is equal to 0 here, x equal to 1 here. So that is, the limits are x ranges from 0 to 1, z ranges from 0 to 1 minus x, y ranges from 0 to 1 minus x minus z. So these are the limits. Then integrating. So v equal to 0 to 1, 0 to 1 minus x, 0 to 1 minus x minus z. First with respect to y, then with respect to z, and then with respect to x. First integrating with respect to y, so we are getting dy integration is y between 1 minus x minus z and 0. Upper limit is 1 minus x minus z minus lower limit value equal to 0 into dz dx. Next time I have to integrate with respect to z. Okay, one integration is z minus x integration is x into z minus z integration is z square by 2 between 0 and 1 minus x into dx. Okay, substituting the limits here, upper limit z place 1 minus x minus x into z equal to 1 minus x minus z square by 2 means 1 minus x whole square by 2 into dx. Now simplifying, 1, this minus x into 1 is minus 2x minus into minus plus x square minus 1 minus x whole square by 2 into dx. We have to integrate this with respect to x. So with respect to x, integration of 1 is x minus integration of 2x is 2 into x square by 2. 2 gets cancelled. This is minus x square. So x minus x square plus integration of x square is x cube by 3 minus integration of this is 1 minus x whole cube divided by minus 3, because the coefficient of x is minus 1 here. 1 minus x whole cube divided by minus 3. Minus into minus, this becomes plus. 2 into 3, it becomes 6. So that is x minus x square plus x cube by 3 plus 1 minus x whole cube divided by 6 is the integration, and this is between 0 and 1. So this is the integration. Now substituting the limits, put upper limit x equal to 1. This becomes 1 minus 1 0 plus 1 by 3. 1 by 3 remains plus. This will become 0 because this is our 1 minus x. Okay, if I put x equal to 1 here, this becomes 0. So substituting x equal to 1, I am getting only 1 by 3. Okay, this is 1 by 3. Next, substituting the lower limit 0. X equal to 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 by 6. 1 cube is 1, 1 by 6. So 1 by 6. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 6 is equal to 1 by 6 is the volume. Another example. Find the volume bounded by the cylinder x square plus y square equal to 4 and the planes y plus z equal to 3 and z equal to 0. This is the cylinder whose radius is equal to 2. Okay. See, this is the cylinder x square plus y square is equal to 4 between z equal to 0. This is my xy plane, z equal to 0, and one more plane is there above this, that is y plus z equal to 3, or we write z is equal to 3 minus y, and this is the base of that cylinder. Okay, Here z ranges from 0 to 3 minus y. Z ranges from 0 to 3 minus y. What about x and y's? Here equation of this x square plus y square equal to 4. I am writing the base here, circle, x square plus y square equal to 4. Then we get y square equal to 4 minus x square, or y equal to plus or minus root of 4 minus x square. At this point, value of y is minus of root of 4 minus x square. At this point, value of y is plus of root of 4 minus x square. And what about the x? X ranges from, here x is equal to minus 2, and at this point x is equal to plus 2. Okay, x ranges from minus 2 to plus 2. Y is a function of x. So z ranges from 0 to 3 minus y. Y ranges from minus root of 4 minus x square to plus root of 4 minus x square, and x ranges from minus 2 to plus 2. Now integrating first with respect to z, because these are the limits of z. dz integration z between 0 and 3 minus y, substituting upper limit 3 minus y minus lower limit is 0, just 3 minus y dy dx. Next, integration with respect to y. Integration of 3 is 3y minus y integration is y square by 2 between minus of root of 4 minus x square to plus of root of 4 minus x square. Substituting the limits, 3 into root of 4 minus x square minus y square by 2. Y square by 2 means this square by 2. This square is 4 minus x square by 2 minus lower limit. At this point, at this place, that is in place of y, if I put minus of root of 4 minus x square, minus of minus, this becomes plus root of 4 minus x square. Next, again minus of minus, here this becomes plus, and if I put y equal to minus of root of 4 minus x square, it is nothing but 4 minus x square, that is plus 4 minus x square by 2 into dx. Now minus 4 minus x square by 2 plus 4 minus x square by 2 gets cancelled. What remains? 3 times root of 4 minus x square plus 3 times root of 4 minus x square. That is 6 times root of 4 minus x square. So this integration is 6 times minus 2 to plus 2 root of 4 minus x square into dx. Now here if I replace x by minus x, then there will not be any change in the function. That is, this is the even function. If this is even function, then by the property of definite integrals, minus a to plus a fx dx can be written as 2 times 0 to a fx dx if for that function f is even. As this is even function, I will write this as 2 times 0 to 2. 2 times 0 to 2, already 6 is there. 6 into 2 is 12, 0 to 2, root of 4 minus x square into dx. And the integration of this is in the form of root of a square minus x square. Integration of root of a square minus x square is x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse of x by a. So here our a is equal to 2. So that is 12 into x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2, 2 square by 2, 4 by 2 into sine inverse of x by a, x by 2 between 0 and 2. That is 12 into, substituting the upper limit 2. See this, if I put 2 here, this becomes 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So this term becomes 0 plus 4 by 2 is 2. Sine inverse of 2 by 2 is 1. Sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. So here I am getting 2 into pi by 2. That is 2 pi by 2. 2 pi by 2 minus. If I substitute the lower limit 0 here, as x is there, 0 into this term becomes 0 plus. And if I put x equal to 0, I am getting sine inverse of 0 is 0. So only thing I am getting in this bracket is 2 into pi by 2. That is 2 pi by 2. In this bracket I am getting just 2 pi by 2. 2 gets cancelled. This is the value equal to 12 into pi. So 12 pi is the volume between z equal to 0 to the plane y plus z equal to 3 between this cylinder, right? Okay, thank you.